Tom Holland has a new best friend and he's into some Stranger Things. We've got DC news, we've got MCU news, we've got TMNT news, we've got all the news. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about weapons, all that and more on this week's Catch Up! What's happening, trips? Welcome back to the With Mates podcast. My name is Andrew Grayson, your host as ever, and welcome to another episode of the Catch Up, your weekly episodic show where we talk all about the news that's going on in the film and TV industries, and we might give you a little movie review in there, which we are doing today. And when I say we, I mean me and thee, Joseph Boone.
Hello, Andrew. It's just us today. Our two compatriots have grown sick of us.
It does pain me that you and Paul have done a solo ep before me and you did one. I'm not gonna lie, it pains me.
Really?
But it was a good ep, and I do think that might be happening next week too.
Yes, because again, Mummy and Daddy are away.
Yeah, Mummy and Daddy are away. I love that I'm Daddy as well. Yeah, so as I'd said last week in last week's podcast, we've all got stuff going on. I'm going on a lovely wee holiday, so I will be... I love the fact as well, like, I was so dedicated to this podcast that when I was working down in Lincoln, I just about broke my laptop to make sure that we could still do these...
it was Daredevil, I think it was. Was it Daredevil?
Yeah, it's worth it for that. Yeah, it was Daredevil, because I can remember watching them. But yeah, definitely taking a wee week off. I'll be at Tenerife to enjoy some sun and some water parks. But yeah, as I say, you'll be in very good hands with the wonderful Boone and the somewhat chaotic Stirret.
It's gonna be brilliant. We're gonna like open the episode and be like, "This is the news we're gonna cover." We're gonna cover fuck all
and
of it,
not cover any of it. But yeah, so yeah, this week we're going to talk lots of stuff. There's lots of news about coming out from the MCU, coming out from DC. There's some Shrek stuff, there's some Fallout stuff. So there's lots of stuff. Myself and Joseph are going to touch on it, and then at the end of this episode, we're going to give you a mini spoiler review of the movie Weapons, which we have both been to see. Mm-hmm. Would you like to tease whether you're going to be positive or negative?
I am not a fan of horror or jumpy, scary things like that. I was reassured this was not a jumpy, scary film. This was more like existential and dread and things like that. And I wasn't expecting this film to be as funny as it was. Yeah. I didn't expect to enjoy this film as much as it did. And I think, personally, the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is far too low.
Oh, is it? Do you know the thing is? Right, in fact... I will leave this for the end. If you want more on that, make sure you stay to the end of the episode. So, where would you like to start, Boone? I'll let you dictate where we go. We've got MCU, we've got DCU, we've got Shrek, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we've got Fallout. What would you like to talk about?
I think we should crawl out through the Fallout back to the lovely land of, where they're heading to, New Vegas, in the Fallout TV show in December. I think I would like to start there first.
Ideal. So, as we teased, Fallout news. Fallout has been announced that it's coming to our screens in December. Amazon Prime's season 2. Remind me, Boone, big fan of season 1?
Oh, massive fan of season 1. I think it was one of my favourite things that I'd watched that year. I thought Ella Purnell did a fantastic job as Lucy. Walton Goggins as the ghoul. Holy shit. Why hasn't he played a ghoul sooner? I thought like every single role. You had like Zach Cherry from your favorite show, Andrew, Severance. He was in it. Yeah. It was a great show. I thought like everything was done incredibly faithfully to the games, to the world, to the lore that's been established by all of the companies that have worked on Fallout. And I think I'm a little bit nervous for season 2 because of the kind of game it's approaching and the game it's going to be set in. Because New Vegas, I think, it's the fan favorite. It's the one everyone loves, and it's got like 4 different endings. So they're gonna have to decide which one's the canon ending, and it's gonna fuck everyone up because there'll be a bunch of little sweaty little boys on the internet going, "That's not the ending I got."
So let me ask again, because I never played the games. I love the series. I love the aesthetic. I love the world that it built. I might rewatch it before the new series comes out. because I'm currently doing that with Stranger Things, so I might do it with Fallout as well. So my question to you is, it doesn't follow the game per se, does
No.
it? Like what? Yeah. So to me, I can understand the concerns and stuff, but my thoughts are, I wonder if you'll get all 4 endings in some variation, in some way.
See,
or is that not a possibility?
Not a possibility. I can't remember off the top of my head, and even though we've got the World Wide Web at my fingertips, I can't be arsed looking. I can't remember if the series is set after the events of the games, because if it is,
Right. Okay.
there's essentially in New Vegas there's a point of no return, and once you play it, you get your ending, and then you reload back just before that save point.
And yeah.
So you can't play post game like you can do in like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, all that stuff. And there's like 4 different factions, and depending on who you side with, the story does change. Not like ridiculously, but like you can either go with the you can go with the megalomaniac slaver Caesar's Legion dude. You can go with like the totally not the American government. You can go with like your Mr. House, who's just like the dude that makes the big tech robots, and he's like, I'm going to keep the power for myself and keep gambling. Or you can go independent. And the game, the implications of how the world changes in your post credits changes a lot depending on who you side with. Because if you go with the people who are trying to replicate the Roman gladiators and enslave people, the world's a very different place as to if you just go, here's power for everyone.
I think there's a clever way to write where you see all of that. Whether it be like flashbacks, whether it be, because if you see, I think the smart thing to do would be to kind of like go, oh, this is set after, and you could flashback. There is a way that you could definitely write where you see all 4 of those scenarios, or at least say 2, like whatever the 2 main ones are or whatever. But yeah, like to me, everything you just said there, I'm going, there's definitely going to be a way that they'll be able to write to show all of that.
It'll either be in like the immediate aftermath of it, and they'll keep it a little bit ambiguous, because things will be up in arms because there's like a controlling power and you upset the controlling power, and essentially you fight over Hoover Dam, which creates all of the hydroelectric power for the region, and every faction.
Do you think that's what they're going to do though?
I don't.
Do you think that's what?
No, because that story's already been done. I think it's still going to follow the story of Lucy trying to find her dad. But set it within the hedonistic world of New Vegas, where like you've got.
I'm buzzing.
It's going to be so good. Like
I'm buzzing.
The game's brilliant, and if they do it well, it's going to be fantastic. If they do it great, it's going to be phenomenal.
And there's a dog in this one as well, and we fucking love dogs. Well, not fucking Starrett, the weird cunt. But yeah, let us know in the comment section. Are you looking forward to Fallout? Are you going to be watching it along with us? Because again, December's going to be a busy time, but we will try our best to find the time to do some nice wee podcasts for you. Right, I'm going to pick up where we're going next. We're going to go to the wonderful world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, a couple of stories we're going to talk about. We'll talk about like the smaller one first. I have a feeling that Boone will not be interested in this in the least, but I will ask him anyway. Did you ever watch What If?
I did. I watched there's 3 seasons, isn't there? I think I've only watched the first 2.
Okay, so you have seen the Marvel Zombie episode.
Yes, I really like that one.
Were you a fan?
I really like that one, yeah.
Then you might actually be interested in this wee story. So, it has been confirmed that Marvel Zombies, it's a 4-part weekly release episode, is coming September 24th. That seems quite early. I thought it would have been more Halloween. It's been rated TVMA, so mature, due to swearing, blood, and brutal character deaths. And it was originally being planned as a film. Are you interested in this animated series?
Yeah.
Coming off Eyes of Wakanda, which was fine. I didn't mind it, but I wasn't too fussed about it. I'm actually looking forward to this series because I think that episode was a lot of fun. And getting to see these characters like Thanos as a zombie, I was just like, this is fucked up. Like, it takes it so beyond the realms of bizarreness that it's like, oh, this is intriguing. So, yeah, the fact that the other thing that makes me feel good about it is it's 4 episodes and it's weekly releases. So, to me,
That sounds like a limited
They must
series
think
pod.
it's good. No, but it sounds, yeah. It sounds like they have belief in it, because to me, I feel, especially with Disney, they tend not to do the bulk release. It usually is
Episodic.
weekly episodic
First two
and stuff like
episodes,
that.
then slowly petering it out. Yeah.
But they have had, like, I think The Bear was bulk, and I think obviously Eyes of Wakanda was bulk as well. I prefer weekly releases, but to me that kind of gives me reassurance that they might have something.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good episode, the What If, and I loved how there's like different characters who are interacting. I think that's what the appeal of What If was. We were getting to see characters that we loved interact with other characters that they wouldn't normally, and like having Spider-Man with like the Doctor Strange cape, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Paul Rudd's head.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's head just doing its thing. I think it might have legs, and it's just different. It's completely different to all the other sort of series we get, because it is just, origin of hero find bad guy, hero defeat bad guy. That's kind of like the main theorem for Marvel stuff. Whereas now it's like heroes versus zombies.
Yeah, but the thing for me as well, though, is just I think it can be quite refreshing. I like the stuff that Marvel are doing with their animation and stuff. I really like the Spider-Man series. Was one of my favorite things. X-Men was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Eyes of Wakanda was good. It just didn't really kind of do it for me. Like it was a weird kind of structure where it was like different generations. Black Panther to kind of tell an overall story.
The mythos of Black Panther.
Yeah, but you don't realize it until the end and stuff, which it was quite cool, but it didn't grab my attention. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I think it will be good. The fact as well is it was a film. I would imagine they've just kind of broke that up into parts rather than releasing it as one big film, and they've maybe added more.
Yeah.
They've maybe got to a point where it's like, we've got this down to like 3 hours, but it would be better to release this as like maybe 3 40-minute or 4 40-minute episodes. So yeah, I'm buzzing. I think it'll be good fun, and it's a nice wee kind of. I mean, I am surprised September and not October.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like scheduling conflicts, like it could be moved forward so it doesn't clash with certain things that they've got on their release radar. I really don't know.
I don't know, because I don't think Disney have got anything that's kind of,
unless they're starting it in the last week of September, and then
it is.
Yeah, so it'll be like episodic.
The fourth one will be will be out for Halloweenish.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, good point, well made. Right, our other piece of Marvel news. It's not really news; it's more a rumor, and I just want to kind of get Joseph's take on it. So, Harry Osborn has rumored to have been cast for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, what I will say is, take it with a pinch of salt, because I don't know where the rumor's coming from. I just think it's a really cool thing that I want to talk about, because the person that it's rumored to be is Joe Keery from Stranger Things fame. He is rumored to play Harry Osborn, Peter Parker's best friend. He will be the third iteration. Is that right?
Yeah, he would be the third iteration.
So my question to you, I'm trying to see where this rumor comes from.
It's coming from inside the house.
Or well, technically the fourth, because we got the wonderful version in Spider-Man 2, the game.
Oh yes.
Oh, right. First of all, I'm gonna ask you, do you like that casting? Can you see that being a thing? And then I'm gonna just like somebody's just. I think this isn't a rumor. This is somebody's just kind of said it, and I fucking love it. So first of all, Joe Keery as Joe Keery. I was right.
Joe Keery
playing Harry Osborn. Do you like it?
I'd have to see it to believe it. I don't think it works, because there was quite a big point in No Way Home about Norman Osborn was like, Oscorp doesn't exist in this world. Not saying that because Oscorp doesn't exist, the characters can't exist, but I think when you've had 3 films of Ned Lees being there as Peter's best friend, having a new person pardon the pun, swing in and be Peter's new best friend, I don't think it's going to land as well. I know there's been the whole memory reset and everyone's forgotten who Peter Parker is, but I'm like, how much time has jumped in between No Way Home and Brand New Day? Like,
that's a good question I want to ask.
Yeah. He'll do a good job. Like, Joe Keery is a great actor. You can just see, like, you can tell how good he is because of the love for Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. He's just got a wonderful way of just existing on screen where it seems so effortless. And I think the way he like delivers that Steve Harrington persona could work for was it James Franco that was Harry Osborn? I think it would be a similar vein to like James Franco's Harry Osborn.
I think that's the thing that intrigues me about this, because again, see, rewatching, like, again, come at me in the comments, fucking come at me. Stranger Things is not what everybody thinks it is, right? It is good. It is a good show. It's fine. I think arguably there's only one really good, or maybe two. I'd say
First two
really
seasons are the best.
in it.
First two seasons are the best. Then it falls off.
I'm about to finish the second season, and then we're into it. But it's because I think it's a struggle when you watch a child actor grow into an adult actor, and then you go, "You're not really that good." Sadie Sink is fantastic.
Yeah,
is what I will say. But I really like Joe Keery. I think he is perfect for Harry Osborn. I think he's got that kind of, especially when you consider the Spider-Man 2 game on the PlayStation. James Franco's kind of came across like quite weaselly.
Yeah,
like he didn't come across like he was quite weaselly and stuff like that, and that ultimately worked with Spider-Man 3, where we get the pie meme where he does the turnaround and smile. Love that. That was fucking great for that character. Whereas what I like about, again, the less said about the Amazing Spider-Man's Harry Osborn, the better. But what I liked about the PlayStation 2 version was he actually comes across quite likable, and he actually comes across fairly, like, you can understand why Peter would be best friends with him and stuff like that. And ultimately, it's panic, and it's a disease that kind of forces him to do the things that he does and stuff like that. And I think, looking at, I've only really seen Joe Keery in, I've seen him in Stranger Things, and he was in a film. What film did I see him in? Was it the one? Was he in the Ryan Reynolds film with? Is it the good guy or the nice guy or the fall guy or the free guy? Free Guy.
Yeah, he was in Free Guy. Yeah,
Free Guy. He was in Free Guy. He was good in that. But I think, see, watching him in Stranger Things, he can play a snidey villain kind of character as well as he can play and I think he's much better at the likable thing. Like when him and Is it Dustin?
Yeah, when he's been
a really nice
just a heartfelt
and stuff.
doofus. He's great at being a wee doofus.
I think it suits. I think it works. I think he would play off Tom Holland quite well, because they are like kind of similar looking, which sounds daft, but like they have that. It just makes sense that they would be friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So if it is true, I'm all for it. The thing that I've seen that is just someone just putting something out there is Joe Keery as Harry Osborn, but playing his dad Norman Osborn, Michael Shannon. I'm like, ooh, I like that.
Michael Shannon would be a great Norman Osborn. Oh my god,
mate! How good would Michael Shannon be? Because
obviously,
as the Green Goblin.
Obviously, you're thinking like right now in your head, Green Goblin is Willem Dafoe. There's no argument,
mate. Michael Shannon.
Yeah, Michael Shannon. Holy shit, that would be fucking great.
How good would that MCU? Kevin, we know you watch Kev.
Come on. Michael Shannon.
Other than me as Wolverine and Baby Boone as Iceman, this is your next move. Michael Shannon as. I'm all for that. Shout out to @Zero Won't Miss, because what a fucking shout. Well, you get a like.
He's not
Congratulations
missing.
to
He's not missing. That, like, Michael Shannon. Did you ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
Pew, pew, pew. Yes, mate. What a show!
What a fucking show! That was the first time I am like consciously aware of Michael Shannon, and I was like, holy fuck!
that was the first time I realised Steve Buscemi was a really good fucking actor, because everything else I'd seen him in was like Adam Sandler movies, and I was just like, Brev can act. Here, we might be bringing back a podcast for our Patreon called How Have You Not Seen That, where we watch movies that we can't believe that people haven't seen or I haven't seen. That might be the first TV series that we do, because we won't watch the full series, but we'll talk about it. Boardwalk Empire was a fucking great show. Yeah, let us know, do you like Joe Keery as Harry Osborn? Do you see that suited? Do you think it will actually happen? Is it just a rumour? Because it's getting quite crowded in this old Spider-Man Brand New Day movie. There's quite a lot of people.
Someone's got to die.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the stakes are for this film, because obviously
I think
Secret Wars
Zendaya's getting a chop. I think she's gonna have to die. Not Zendaya, MJ.
Yeah, Zendaya.
Yeah, well, I just said.
Well, we know you're talking about in context of the movie.
Well, I don't know.
Someone's also put in. Is it Damon or see the guy that was in F1 that's rumored to be the new Black Panther?
Yes.
Damson Idris, is that it?
Yeah, Damson Idris.
I think I nailed it. Damson Idris and your man that voiced Norman Osborn in the animated show.
Oh, what's his name?
I'll get it now.
Oh, actually, Damson Idris would be a good shout.
For Harry?
Yeah.
What is the name of that? Friendly Neighborhood. Yeah, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Coleman Domingo. If they were to go down that route, I wouldn't mind seeing Damson Idris as Harry.
Mate, if they cast Coleman Domingo as fucking Norman Osborn, holy shit!
Have you watched the animated series?
I've seen clips from it. I've not sat down and watched it fully.
Mate. Go watch it. It's so good. It's arguably one of the best things that the MCU have put out, and it is Coleman Domingo playing Norman Osborn, and he's fucking brilliant in it. What? Seriously, go watch that animated series, because I want season 2, and the more of you that watch it, the more guarantees I'll get of actually seeing it. Last wee bit of MC news, Ryan Reynolds has teased Deadpool might be in the new, whether it be Doomsday or Secret Wars. He's put out a wee Avengers logo with an anarchy symbol over it, things that we'd seen in Deadpool and Wolverine. I will argue to the hilts with you about that film. Like, did you know it made like 1.6 billion?
What, Deadpool and Wolverine?
I know money doesn't mean I know money doesn't mean fuck all.
Does money not mean fuck all? To me,
it doesn't.
But I mean, it didn't make as much as Jurassic Park, did it?
Yeah, I just told you it did.
But they'll just keep making slop
Jurassic World
for the pennies, won't they?
Yes,
just keep doing that, Andrew. I mean,
because people are into it, mate. Are we? This again, we're not political, and who really gives a shit? I've kind of been put off Ryan Reynolds a wee bit.
Really? What about?
Yeah, because of the whole fucking Blake Lively fucking suing that guy pish.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that came out that I'm just kind of like, I'm not a fan of you as much as I was. Like, if Deadpool's in, I think Deadpool will be in it. Like, why wouldn't he be?
I think Deadpool's going to be in Doomsday as like a cameo Easter egg, like in the back sort of thing. He can't take the spotlight because it's not. He won't be allowed to, and there'll be some sort of like reference to the script, or there'll be some witty, pithy, tongue-in-cheek thing by Reynolds before he fucks off back to his own film.
Well, let's play a little game before we move on. There is rumoured to be 6 teams that Doom is taking on. The rumour is that Doomsday is going to be Doom's film. Essentially what Infinity War was with Thanos is what we're going to get with Doom and Doomsday. He's apparently taking on 6 teams. I want you to name them, who they are.
Okay, 6 teams. You have got...
Now, don't do what I love that you do and be all silly and start like Scooby-Doo and all that pish. Like, I want MCU, who you actually think he'll take on.
MCU teams. Okay.
Go on.
I need to look up their name first. Hold on.
Thunderbolts.
Who?
Jesus.
Do they have a name? That's the question.
Who?
First team, the most powerful team, the ex-con security consultants.
Right, let's. I knew you were the wrong person.
Okay, so
I'll do it, and you can
I'll be
sound
serious.
it
I'll
off.
be serious. I'll be serious.
Right, you be serious.
Avengers.
Correct. Sam Wilson's
Avengers.
Sam Wilson's Avengers.
New Avengers.
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh. You think?
I think.
Rocket's Guardians.
Yes.
Remember at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it was Rocket, it was the wee girl that they rescued, it was Groot, it was Adam Warlock, and it was
and the dog.
Kraglin, yes, and Cosmo.
I think it's going to be a hybrid of Rocket's Guardians bringing back Star-Lord and
Nebula. But keep in mind,
Thor.
Star-Lord's on Earth as well now.
I think it's going to get Thor as well.
Thor.
Yeah.
Thor.
And I
actually like that.
That is going to end Hemsworth's run as Thor. No, he tweeted something a while ago that was like, "Thank you so much for playing Thor."
And then he reaffirmed, "I'm here for the long haul, baby." Mate, Thor's all he's got. Like, why would he kill that cash cow?
What was that? So
Christ, even fucking RDJ's back.
Sam's Avengers, New Avengers, Guardians, Fantastic Four.
Yep.
It's going to obviously. Come on, it's going to be.
Yep.
But is it going to be the live action? Like, is it going to be the Foxiverse?
Right.
Is it going to be the cartoon, the X-Men '93? And last team, who could it be? Jonathan Major's legal team.
Jesus Christ. We're not political. Rhyme them off your 6 teams. Let us know. Right, another quick one. DCU news. We spoke about it last week. That James Gunn had been teasing that he was working on another thing, and it wasn't a Superman movie. He's now kind of confirmed it's called Superman Saga. I think that's just like a super family movie. Yeah, it'll be a. But again, is that not what we're getting with Supergirl? Because we know Superman is going to be in.
I don't know. I watched the interview and it kind of felt like he pulled the name out his arse.
Yeah,
he just kind of. He's just like, yeah, here we go. This will get you to shut up. I don't think James Gunn cares about doing the whole. The Marvel thing. And it's like, oh, we're going to be doing this. He's just like, let me fucking work, please. Let me tell my superhero films. Let me argue on set with David Cornsweet about like how much Superman we both know. That was I loved that because I thought, oh, is that James Gunn like being a dick? I was like, no, they both really care about this character enough to do like it felt like a two pals arguing in the playground about whose superhero is better.
The more I see of David Cornsweet, the more I love that guy. I think he's fantastic. I think he's so good. Yeah, I've just found the video and I've not listened to it, but just even the quote, it's the next story in the Superman saga. So it's not a film called Superman Saga. It's just
right.
The next one
so
in that.
It'll be like the block of films. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to focus on Superman.
It'll be called something like Sons of Krypton. I guarantee it'll be something like that. And it'll just be a Superman, Supergirl combo movie or something like that, I think. I'm all for it. I love Superman. I think it'll be great. Yeah. James Gunn's doing a great job. Right, 2 random ones, but I want to get your opinion on it. Are you familiar with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story, The Last Ronin?
That is the...
Nah, don't give nothing away, brother! Yes, Andrew, I'm familiar. That's all I was needing. Well, there has been a while that they've been rumoured to do a live-action Last Ronin film, where it follows a lone surviving turtle. See how we do it with non-spoilers? after his brother and Masters are all killed.
That was more spoilers
Island.
than I was going to give. I was going to say it's about Leonardo.
You told us who it was about.
Anyone who knows anything about The Last Ronin knows it's about Leonardo.
I didn't, and now I do. I knew it was a story where you didn't know which one it was until the end, and then it gets told at the end, and you gave away the ending. So thanks very much.
They might change it. I don't know. It's Andrew. The thing on the poster's blue.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
There is no poster.
Yes, there
it's
is.
Purple.
That's blue.
Purple, brother.
Mate, I'm colorblind, but I know that's blue.
Anyway, I'm buzzing for it. I really hope that the other thing as well that I'm quite looking forward to is they teased again. This is another fucking thing that the gaming world is doing. We got the tease of a Last Ronin game.
Did
like,
we?
Fucking 3. Yeah.
Sure.
Nordic, THQ Nordic, August 11th, 2023. Who is the last Ronin? Oh, well, we fucking know. In a future battle-ravaged New York City, a lone surviving turtle embarks on a seemingly hopeless mission, seeking justice for the family he has lost. The official video game adaptation of TMNT The Last Ronin is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S. And we've had nothing after that. I need that game. I want that game. Give me the game. Give me the movie. Also, I would quite like another...
I was wrong, by the way.
Oh, good.
I was wrong.
I hope you're... good. Right. Shut up now.
I won't say anymore.
We don't need to... I don't need to have Lara edit every bit of that out then for spoilers. Shh. I also want that animated one. See the animated TMNT that was out a couple of years ago. Give me that sequel as well. I'm sure that's got a TV series that's coming out very soon as well. But yeah, I can remember being into TMNT when I was a kid. Are you into the game? Are you into the movie? Would you be up for seeing a live action adaptation?
I loved the cartoons as a kid. I genuinely loved. I remember when they did like the weird cartoon, which was like the turtles are pulled forward into the future. And it's like Casey and April's kid who's got like a robot butler. Like,
yeah,
it was one of my favorite episodes of any cartoon TV show. Is like this one of the last episodes of like the original series where Leonardo is fighting Shredder on the top of a rooftop, and he's got like a sword that's got fucking lightning all over it. The turtles were great. I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They were fucking brilliant.
Well, let's hope we get both movie and game. I think if you give us a TMNT game that's like Ghost. Oh mate, I watched somebody play through Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. I found this guy that does. I think his name is I Am Rob on YouTube, and he does like platinum runs on all these games, which I appreciate because I am a fucking trophy whore. So I watched him replay Ghost, and I'm like, I cannot wait for Ghost of Yote. It's going to be so
honestly,
good.
if you get like a turtle game, like where either you get like, if it was like Ghost of Tsushima and you had like different stances, because you could like, because Leonardo's got like 2 different swords, you've got like the nunchucks and shit like that for like Mike. Like, how good of a game would that be? But instead of like feudal Japan, it's just New York.
But it's what Ghost of Yote is. Ghost of Yote, so they're not doing the stance in it. It's now
weapons.
Different weapons. That's TMNT. Yeah. That's it. Like, that's all you need to do. So just do that. Oh, fucking, I hope that game's still coming out. I hope the Wolverine game's coming out. Can I announce these fucking games, man? Last piece of news before we...
talk weapons.
Oh, yeah, also, let us know... before we talk weapons. Let us know what you thought of The Last Ronin. Don't spoil things like someone almost did, because it's not good. Last bit of news is Shrek 5. The movie was announced for December 23rd, 2026. It has now been delayed
for a second time
until June 2027. Now, there can be many theories as to why it has been delayed for 6 months, 7 months. Wait a minute. It was coming out July 2026.
And then it was pushed back to December.
Coming out December 2026.
Now it's been pushed back.
And now it's 2027. Right, so we've had 2 delays. So a complete delay of 1 year. Now, my first theory now no longer exists because it was originally coming out in the summer. And my thought is, summer money, you'll get that fucking, that summer holiday money. And then they put it to December, which you would get the Christmas money. And now it's back in the summer. Are they changing the animation style? Is the question I want to put to you. Have the people Sonicked Shrek 5?
I see. They certainly could have. Because I remember when we first had a look at the trailer and I was like, yeah, it's not that bad. I went back and had a look at it this morning and I was like, oh, fuck, that does not look good.
Donkey looks
terrible. They've
Shrek
yassified Donkey.
Shrek looks shinier.
Yeah.
And they've kind of done him up a wee bit. But Donkey looks terrible.
I think, so either they could be pushing it back to avoid competing, because like what, you've got June 3... Avengers Doomsday coming out December 26.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah. Actually, you've also got Ice Age 6 coming out then. You don't want to be competing with that at all.
Yeah.
Both DreamWorks IPs as well. So like they probably won't want to oversaturate that.
I can't see anybody compete. Especially, right, what I will say is if they go back to the normal animation style, nothing's competing with Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, Shrek 1 and 2 are fucking masterpieces. Shrek 3 is good. I've not seen
Shrek 4 is
Shrek is
okay. It could be better.
Yeah.
I see. I wonder if they are changing the animation style.
Boots,
yeah,
I think they have to, mate.
If they
have to, especially with this delay for a year.
Do you think they could be going more in line with the new Puss in Boots animation style?
I think that's what they've tried to do. I would go back. I'd just go back to what they were, what it was.
Back to the grassroots, yeah.
I'd go back. Yeah. I think you need to. Because, again, the big thing for me, the big selling point is, like, Shrek, when the original Shrek came out, we were all kids, and now a lot of people our age have kids, so it'll be people taking their kids to see Shrek 5 and stuff, and just to me, I don't know, there was such an outcry, like, my missus hated it.
Yeah.
My missus absolutely hated the new art style and stuff. So, I don't know, with such a year delay, it would not surprise me.
Yeah.
If they changed the animation style.
It might be.
Would not surprise me.
We'll have to see.
Do you prefer the new art style? Do you prefer the old art style? Let us know in the comments below. Right, but now is the time to give you a big old spoiler warning. We are about to talk all things Weapons, the new horror movie that is out in cinemas just now. If you have yet to see Weapons, now's the time to pause the podcast, head on over to the cinema, book your ticket, grab some popcorn, fill your face, watch the movie, and then come on back and hear what we have to say about this new movie. Now, before we get started, I'm going to give you some factoids about this film. Where are we? By the way, Warner Brothers is absolutely killing the game this year. Warner Brothers this year has had Weapons, Superman, F1, Sinners, and Mikey 17. Like, what? So, Weapons. What's that
Mickey
face?
17. I wouldn't say killing the game.
Yeah, but
that's more like lightly farting on the game and expecting them to fall over and die.
Nice wee warm up, mate. Nice wee warm up, and then you have a fucking mega hitter with Sinners, mega hitter with F1, mega hitter with Superman, and Weapons look as if it could go the same way. Zach Krieger's Weapons. It was a $38 million budget. It has already made $100 million. It's a spooky, scary horror film that normally I and Josef wouldn't normally go see, but it's been, I think it's like a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
86 audience score.
86. No, do you know what? I think 86 is about right.
No, it should be higher. Should be much higher. Also, it's like sitting at 7.9 on IMDb. I'm like, what the fuck are the people over on IMDb doing? Are they like watching their films with their eyes closed?
But it's not. No, but that's an audience thing.
Oh, is that
as well,
an audience thing on? Okay,
yeah. So we could go on and do it because I tried to get Mooney with that last year on the old what's it called?
His film that didn't actually come out. The
movie draft and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's stars Julie Garner, Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, Carrie Christopher, Benedict Wong. So it's pretty stacked cast. Did you see that the cast was absolutely like recast? Apparently Pedro Pascal was supposed to be in this film.
Yeah, I think that Pedro would have only made this film worse.
Oh God,
I
not a big fan of it.
so I don't think so. He was supposed to play Josh Brolin's character, and I don't think Pedro could have done that.
Avengers has ruined Josh Brolin for me.
Really?
See when he was getting. So we're in big spoilers. See when he was fighting. I'm like, motherfucker, you're Thanos. Fucking do him. I was just like, what are you doing, Josh Brolin? You're Thanos.
I didn't think
Fucking
avenging my
kick
son could be
ass.
fun, but this does put a smile on my face.
Ben pretends he doesn't like the Avengers.
No,
but he
I
can public
like
quotes.
Infinity War. It's the best film.
So yeah, Weapons. It's the same director that did Barbarian. It's a horror movie where kids go missing, and you kind of the way they tell the story is very interesting. It comes from different points of views of people that are involved in the
Just like the story of it,
scenario,
yeah.
like parents, teachers, all that kind of stuff. Did you right? So first of all, did you enjoy the film?
I loved it. I there was only 2 points of the film that I didn't like because my skeleton tried to escape through my knees when they happened.
Nice.
It was just there's when we finished.
Can I guess it?
Yes.
Was it Josh Brolin's nightmare?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No. One was the first time we see the magic happen with Benedict Wong.
Oh yeah.
In the kitchen with the forehead, and
Yeah, that was
the second bit was when she picks up the tatty peeler.
That didn't bother me as much.
Oh, no.
It wasn't it wasn't nearly bloody enough.
I tried to climb over the back of the cinema seat.
Oh,
I was
no.
it was just I saw her, like, the camera looked down at it. And I was like, oh no, Ansel, oh no, she's going to peel his face. Sorry, Lara. You're going to hate listening to that back. It was a fantastic film. I thought me and my pal went to see it, and I agree with his critique on it. He felt the pacing was a little bit slow at the start to get into it.
I think the movie is half an hour too long.
Yeah. But that being said, I love the way they told the story through different points of view and then finalizing with Alex's point of view. I thought it had the cinematography in it was stunning, utterly stunning. And the kid that played Alex, great job. He was not bad.
Carrie Christopher.
Yeah.
Already Emmy nominated and a very busy young man. He is about to be in the new Spider-Man Noir or Spider Noir series, and he's about to be in the new Lanterns series.
Hey, that kid's going places.
Boy in demand.
Yep. Weapons has had 2 of the best what the fuck lines in cinema. So Josh Brolin's nightmare that he has. And he jolts awake and he's in his kid's bed, and there's just a beat and he just shouts, "What the fuck?" at his nightmare. Yeah. Brilliant. And then I
laughed out loud.
Oh, it was brilliant. And then the stoner dude who was like locked in the back of the police car just shouting "What the fuck" when poor Han Solo was coming to get him.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was. I think it might be my second favorite film of the year. No, third favorite.
Sinners. Superman. Both Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I really liked it. My missus didn't like it. She hated it. She thought it was dumb. She thought it was stupid. She didn't like that it became funny near the end.
Have you told her to grow up?
No, because then yeah, that's not something I would ever say to my beloved.
Correct answer. People are entitled
exactly.
to their opinions, unless it's false to it.
Not on this podcast. No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. As I say, I'm not a big horror aficionado. She loves horror movies and stuff like that. She wants to go see the new Conjuring?
Yeah.
So I think that's more her cup of tea. I was creeped out thoroughly throughout this. Again, there was some really unsettling points for me. The ones that are kind of coming to mind are, see when it's just dumb stuff. So like, see, like she walked out the bit where I think it was Josh Brolin's character knocked on her door and she just left her door open, and I'm like, why the fuck would you leave your door open? Like now someone's going to be in the room.
Yeah.
When she went and spied on the house, and the door just kind of opened and the woman ran out like that. It was so creepy. And then she got in the car.
Fucking
like the pacing.
Hated it was how slowly the door opened and just how long
pacing.
It stayed just like a black void, and then she just kind of there was so much creepiness to this film.
Yeah. It gave me the absolute GBs, and that's the kind of scary I don't like. I can handle gore. I can handle, like, I mean, I don't like gore, but I can handle, like, the face peeling thing didn't bother me. The as much as it was brutal when Benedict Wong's character was just like headbutting his partner, like that was brutal to watch. But yeah, it's I think it's a fine balancing line though between scary and funny. So seeing small clips of Benedict Wong with his eyes bulging, blood all over his face and running at people, I was like, that's scary. But the longer you see it and the fact it's in daylight, I'm going, that's not really scary anymore. It's quite funny. But I didn't mind that. Like that wasn't an issue to me.
What did you think about, like, did you notice how like he was almost infantilized after he was like bewitched, because he's wearing the Disney t-shirt and like the open shirt, and he looks like a kid when he's like doing the pure run towards her.
Yeah, but I think that's the scary thing as well. Is just it's like it is that. That's actually a really good point. It is that kind of. It's that whole joy of like when you were a kid and you would just run as fast. You're just running as fast as you can, and it's just you don't care where your arms are. You're just out and stuff like that. To me, the stuff that kind of stood out to me, I think there's so much symbolism in this film, and Nerdist have done a breakdown of it, or is it Nerdist or is it New Rockstars? One of them has done a breakdown, and I'm going to watch it because there's stuff. So here's my question, right? And I want to get your opinion on it. I could be completely off the mark. Is this some sort of metaphor for school shootings?
I mean, if that's what you're taking from it, yeah, sure.
So the reason I'm asking,
think it was.
So the reason I'm asking, right, is because it doesn't really kind of get touched on again. But there's a moment in Josh Brolin's dream where he walks up to a house and there's just a big fucking assault rifle.
I think that is more the fact that his son had a big poster of like an AR-15 on the wall, and I think that was just weird dream shit.
Right, that's right. To me, because it was just, I'm like, that's fucking random. And then obviously just because of like the school stuff and like kids going missing and all that, that's kind of where my head went. So I don't know. Again, I could be completely wrong, but I quite like movies like that where you can have these theories and you can have these kind of.
I can see why you'd kind of
thoughts and stuff.
If you're looking at it from like a biblical angle, Matthew 2:17, the passage and verse is about King Herod.
After 360 says I just whipped your ass.
Fuck off.
It's the only biblical verse I know.
Not the one from Pulp Fiction.
I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
What?
Yeah.
How have you no seen that?
Listen.
Bring it back.
If we start a wee Patreon podcast called How Have You No Seen That? That might be quite high in the list.
So there's a time at night. The whole lore behind the film is there's a point in the middle of the night, 17 minutes past 2 a.m, like all these kids go missing, and Matthew 2:17 I believe is about King Herod's massacre of the babies to try and find the infant baby Jesus. So I immediately
very Jeremy Clarkson there.
That's why I said it. The baby Jesus. I immediately clocked onto that and I was like, oh, that's very interesting. And then when I was like, I thought I was like making things up in my head. I think I was like misremembering it. I was looking through like some of the trivia on IMDb and I was like, no, I was right. Here we go. Bonus points, school points for me. There was some fantastic symbolism with on the teacher's whiteboard about parasites, which kind of comes into play with the best character in this film, which is Amy Madigan's Gladys.
Yeah, she's terrifying.
She stole this film for me.
Not a fan.
No, you weren't a fan.
In a good, in a good way.
The aggressive, non-friend, like the almost like male pattern baldness level of like how far back her hairline was.
Memes have absolutely ruined my life, right? Because like, see when she obviously had her wig off, all I'm thinking in my head is, I didn't call you baldy, and I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's the funniest bald meme where it's just a guy getting arrested. He's an English guy getting arrested, and the police is bald, and he's like, I didn't call you baldy, and anytime I see somebody bald, it's the only thing that goes in my head, and it was a really scary moment, and that's all I was thinking about.
Did you like the whole creepy, occulty Pied Piper witch sort of stuff?
No, so I like realism in my movies. So as I say, I've said on many different podcasts on this, on the 100, if a movie starts with based on true events, based on real life, based on a true story, I'm automatically set forward a wee bit, and I'm like, ooh, this actually happened. So to me, now I enjoyed the film, I enjoyed the aspect of it, but something in my brain then kind of switches where I go, okay, it's one of these kind of films.
Yeah.
I am not a believer of ghosts and of, again, apologies, Rosie, I know you love all this stuff. I don't believe in all that kind of stuff. I don't believe in psychics, don't believe in it. I don't believe in any of that stuff. So as soon as it becomes that, to me, I'm going, oh, it's a superhero film. This person has superpowers. Whereas, like, something like the only thing that I can kind of like compare it to in terms of like tone and stuff was the Zodiac movie, which is about a serial killer that's real, and I'm just like, yeah, how the fuck is this happening? Where is this at? So you try to solve this thing. Whereas when these kids went missing, as soon as it became magic powers, I was like, okay, cool. It's not a thriller. It's a spooky film, which is fine. But just to me, I don't particularly like that. I was wanting it to be, I mean, it was always going to be something supernatural, because like, why else would kids just get up and run and stuff like that? But I feel as if, especially with the way that this movie's advertised, it kind of conduced itself to being something like, oh, have they been kidnapped, or have they this, have they that? And then it was essentially
a witch
tangled.
did
it. It was a witch trying to keep her youth.
See, I love that.
Like, again,
I thought it was brilliant.
Again, I didn't dislike it, but to me, I'm going, I kind of wanted it to be another thing. I wanted it to be like a grounded real life thing, but obviously it wasn't.
I loved how much they didn't show or tell. They just let you put the pieces together. Yeah. Of how things play out.
Here's my question, just to go off what you've just said there. Did you like the structure of the film being, this is Julia's story, and now this is Paul's story, and then this is such and such a story?
Loved it.
Because was there not a Simpsons episode that did that?
To quote my pal's Letterboxd review, The Simpsons season 12 episode 18, but make it a Treehouse of Horror.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Was it Steph?
Yeah, it was.
Steph, if you're watching, mate, fuck you, right? Like, we've got this rivalry, fuck you, right? But I think why this rivalry is so fucking good is because we are my mind is your mind.
You're both Rajas, and you both call
that's so funny.
You both call it roasted cheese, so you're both, you know.
Joseph's getting sacked, and Steph will be on this podcast as of 2 weeks of today.
Oh, no.
But yeah, to me, I like that structure because it was quite fun seeing. Now, my Rosie, my missus had a problem with it, with the movie, that she said stuff was getting introduced that wasn't really kind of followed up on. So she said, like, the parasite stuff. The one thing that I found was the Alden Ehrenreich storyline. He was of interest to me in the sense of, I'm like, why did you give us this story? Like, why did they give us the fact that he cheated on his wife with the teacher to ultimately get shot by the teacher? Do you know what I mean?
I think
like, to me, I thought that was going to go somewhere further and more, and then it didn't.
So a couple of things. For the parasite stuff, I don't think that was like a storyline. That was more just like set dressing to clue you into the themes of the film. as to what Gladys was. She is a parasite.
Yeah.
She's feeding off of all this stuff. For Alden Ehrenreich's character, I'm reading that as he's a completely flawed, untrustworthy character. Immediately portrayed as someone who is like, I can help, I can be trusted, but he's broken promises. He doesn't have that. The way he's speaking to his wife when she's like, "Oh, we can try for a baby when I get back." It's like that is someone who is not going to give a fuck about searching for those kids. Who's not going to progress the main drive of the film and figure out where the kids are. And ultimately, he's going to be a bad character in it, and we're not going to trust him. We shouldn't trust him. And I think it's that sort of like that instilling that gut feeling of, we're not political, but almost like a wary distrust of police officers who take things into their own hands in a way. I can feel the ghost of Greg Shackleton behind me. I think that kind of that's the purpose of those characters, and that sort of the dressing of the set and about the parasites and stuff. The thing that I found incredibly almost like heartbreaking about the film was that third half when we are following Alex's story.
Third half.
No, so the last third. Sorry, my brain.
That's something I say.
My brain put two things together and they came out in the wrong order. The last bit of the film when we're really focused on Alex's story and how very much of like this is not. It kind of went from supernatural to like being about a young carer and being about someone who has got to do that.
So again, I've came across a tweet. I just want to read it out. At MST3KTW. It's a terrible Twitter handle, mate. So apologies for that. For once, we have a kid in a horror movie who isn't creepy or annoying as shit. He's good acting, is super smart, and everyone feels maternal instinct for his part of the story carried the movie. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I thought the young guy was really, really good. I thought the performance was so believable. You genuinely felt him like fearing for his life, but doing what he was told. Like that. Like again, to
keep his man dad alive. Yeah.
Amy Madigan as Gladys was terrifying. Like the bit where she's at the table and she's like, "Sit."
Oh,
that creeped me out more than anything else because again. I find fear in realism, and to me, the whole superpower and like magic thing didn't scare me as much as her presence and her aura over this character. Over this young man.
There was no doubt in those scenes that she could do real damage to that boy, and you were sitting there fearing for his life, and then you could it was a fantastic performance when he's sitting there like realizing. I have to do what she says, otherwise my mum and dad are going to keep stabbing themselves in the face with a fork. And the way that the way that
oh, by the way, fucking brutal.
Yeah, the way that Amy Madigan was delivering those lines, being like, I can make them do that again, I can make them hurt, I can make them eat each other if I wanted to. And it was like she has said this 100 times. That was fucking cold.
Well, I have good news for you, Mr. Boone.
Okay.
Because there is a Weapons prequel movie in the works, and it would focus on Aunt Gladys's backstory.
Oh, I don't want to know. No, I don't want to know anything about her. I think that makes it so much more interesting that we don't know anything about it, and she's just this horrible parasite with her weird small teeth and the weird the plant.
They had to be prosthetics.
Yeah, it was creepy. My question for you though.
Go on.
Julia Garner. Was she better in this or better in Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I didn't think she was as good as her performance in Fantastic Four. But she did.
I feel like this is
visually remind me of the woman that plays Rita Skeeter in the fourth Harry Potter film.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. We literally just watched the fourth one as well. I like Julia Garner.
Mm-hmm.
I think the presence that she had in Fantastic Four was again, she had, I think, an all-timer monologue that I seen in the trailer, but watching it in IMAX where you get I herald his beginning, I herald your end, I herald Galactus. I was like, I'll be listening to that over and over again. She has a presence in that. I think in this, again, no, it's a much more complicated character, and I think there's a part of not liking the character that might come across as to not liking Julia Garner. But I think Julia Garner's fantastic, and I think she does really, really well in this. And again, to me, the character, like, there's stuff in this where I was just like, I don't like you. Like, you, like, the whole, our intentions might be good, but you're making the wrong fucking choices here, and stop doing, like, I get into it with stuff like that. But again, I thought her performance was strong. I like Josh Brolin. He needs to do more stuff. I love him as an actor. I didn't particularly think this role suited him, but I think he did a really good job, if that makes sense.
I thought it was very akin to his performance in No Country for Old Men. I thought it was rather similar in a way.
Haven't seen it. Telling you, mate. Mate, I'm telling you, right? Look, I'm going to use this moment to talk to you lovely people, right? Get these fucking subscriber numbers up, right? If you're watching this video, you're already doing half the work. You're fucking here. We've been here for nearly an hour. Hit the subscribe button, because as soon as we hit a certain goal, the Patreon will be getting put together, and I'm telling you, the top of our Patreon list will be How Have You No Seen That? Because the amount of movies... Now, I'm open with it. There's a lot of films. I've not seen Godfather. I've not seen No Country for Old Men. I've not seen loads, right? We'll put it to you lot. What are your most must-see movies? And if we haven't seen them, that's what we'll do on the podcast. Joseph Boone's only seen 3 of the top 100 movies on IMDb. I thought I'd be last. I wasn't. I was like middle of the ground. I was mid-table.
23 I'd seen.
Sure.
I'm still like 40 below everyone else.
Still got 75% to go. So, yeah. Get those numbers up. We are at, I think we're roughly over 80 subscribers. We're nearly at 100. Get us to 100 subscribers, and then keep pushing. Keep telling your friends about it. If you're not watching the show, and Steph, I'm talking to you, mate, because you're an OG. Get your pals watching this. Get your family watching this, because we've got lots to come on this. Right, let's round up what we thought about weapons before we get out of here, because again, Mooney, if you do a wee half-hour episode, no
chance.
not gonna happen. But yeah, weapons. Like, is there anything else that stands out that you want to talk about that we've not really? Did you enjoy the ending of the film? So this is where I laughed.
Loved the ending,
but I thought it was so funny. And again, to me, I look at it as obviously we're both actors and stuff. Those kids must have had such fun sprinting and jumping through fake windows and all that kind of, like. I thought it was so fucking funny.
I thought it was brilliant.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, as a way to like break all that tension and build up with humor. And the fact it was done in broad daylight as well. And the way... So, for... you've seen the film. You're here after spoilers. The spell is broken. They save the boy, save the cheerleader, save the world. And the spell is broken and all the kids go and chase Gladys through multiple people's houses, chase her through back and you see multiple different shots of her running in the background. It's the boy with the lawnmower, and you just see her between the houses.
That's when I laughed. That's when I laughed the most.
Brilliant. And then
that's when I laughed the most.
They catch her, and then harkening back to this show about the cordyceps that Wong and his partner were watching, and how ants work together and rip bigger things apart. The kids ripped Gladys apart. Fucking brutal. Lovely bit of call and response.
I quite liked the ambiguous ending as well. So again, Rosie had a problem with this where she was like, "Oh, so what? I think the line is something. Oh, some of the kids started speaking again," and she had an issue with that. And I says, like, to me, I quite like that in the sense of the parents. The narrator tells us that the parents are still being fed soup, but it's by someone else, and that Alex is now living with his other auntie. who's actually quite nice. And some of the kids have started speaking again. So to me, I'm going, no, that makes sense to me in the sense of like the parents had been under that spell for well over a month at that point. So to me, I'm like, they're long gone. Whereas the kids had only really been, was it like a week
or so?
A week or so. So that makes sense that it's like, oh, maybe they're coming out of it and stuff. But I like, the other thing I said to her as well, though, I was like, I'm kind of glad that they were still under, because if, like, once the spell, because that was the other thing as well, Josh Brolin was perfectly fine, but he was only under for the best part of like 10 minutes or something like that. But I was like, can you imagine being a kid and being under a spell and you wake up and you look down and it's just a body that has been torn to shreds and you look down and you go, oh, this was me.
Yeah.
Like that's.
I think it's a.
There's not enough therapists in the world.
It's a very nice and understated representation of like trauma from those sort of things, and people who have unfortunately been in those circumstances. And I like how it was open-ended and ambiguous, just to remind you, oh yeah, shit, this in the world, this actually happened. And if the director, I'll remind me his name, Zach Kreger, he said that last bit is kind of quite autobiographical. Where he was a young carer, and it feels like that line really stuck with me. Some of them have started speaking again, and I think you're directly right with like the whole, they're still under a spell, they're still kind of coming out of that, or it could be just like the trauma of going through that. We ripped a lady's head open with our bare hands. Fucking hell. There was one of the funniest bits in that whole sequence, pivoting slightly, is after they run through and rip her apart, and Josh Brolin's following the carnage. He walks into that first house, and there's the woman holding her bairn, being like, "There's glass over the floor. There's a man in our house. He's coming."
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Oh, Jordan Peele could have produced this through Monkey Paw Studios, but Universal got to.
Could have or did.
Would have.
Oh, he would have.
Yeah. So Universal Pictures, aside from New Line, was the only other studio to get close to making a deal with this film. It's a little bit of trivia there for you. Wonder how different it would have been if Jordan Peele had produced it.
I like Jordan Peele's stuff though. He does good stuff.
Yeah.
Big fan. But that's what we thought of. Is there anything else with weapons you want to talk about before we
Is there
wrap
anything
things
else? There was some fantastic bits of cinematography. I thought the sound design and music was gorgeous, and the fact that only really creepy horror music came in at the end.
Now, here's a question. Was there a rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I wasn't sure if it was just
certain bits.
Yeah.
And
loved that. So unsettling.
I love how Josh Brolin, just a blue collar, just construction worker, figured it all out because he was like, I know how cities are laid out.
Oh, mate, the cops are fucking
useless,
stupid as fuck, man. Absolutely stupid. And now, when they tell Gladys's side of the story, and you realise that she kind of hid the kids away and all that, right? I get that, but to me, you go right. Classroom, one kid's left, and one teacher. Those are your two main people that you keep an eye on. And like, if I'm the police and I see this young man having to walk home from school every day by himself, I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Like him being like a kid who's regularly picked up, and then one day he's left outside the school for like presumably an hour or so. That is an immediate cause to do a welfare check on that child's home. Like that is fucking, that's alarm bells. That's before he was even given the ultimatum of like, you know, dinna tell anyone, otherwise I'm going to make your parents eat each other. That janitor or teacher, whoever was outside the school, he failed at his job. He's the real villain here, right?
Yeah. He's the real bad.
Protect the kids, people, because nobody else will.
That is all for this week. Let us know, have you seen Weapons? Did you enjoy it as much as we did, or were you like my good lady and maybe weren't a fan of it? It is a hell of a pick from the one and only Paul Stirrett, who seems to be on track,
cleaning up
for one day. Look, realistically, I'm an outside shot. But if Caught Stealing hits,
Caught Stealing's gonna
and then one battle after another hits, and then Downton Abbey hits. Mate, I think I've got an outside chance because what I'll tell you, right, is Paul. Now, Freakier Friday was a silly pick for Craig Andrew Mooney. He's gave him extra points. But he's picked Americana, which is nice. It's a good score, 14 points. But see if I can get 5 movies in the 90s.
I don't think you're going to get that for one battle after another. I think this might be a Leo hit that's like, it's good. You'll get mid-80s, I'm going to say.
But I don't think... Let me double check, because I'm sure I didn't take it because of Leo. Yeah, it's Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, but
is why I took it. And if you look at Paul Thomas Anderson on Rotten Tomatoes, let me have a wee look at Paul Thomas.
It's going to be a good film. I think it's going to be like mid-80s though.
So I predicted
a riot.
89. No, I didn't predict a riot. I predicted so his last. Let me see. Director. Licorice Pizza 90. Anima 100.
Oh.
Phantom Thread 91.
I mean, hey.
Junoon 100. Altman. Oh no, he didn't direct that one. Inherent Vice. That's where we get a wee bit because that was a 73. The Master 85. There Will Be Blood 91.
Will Be Blood.
Punch Drunk Love 79. I'm going to get positive. I think Downton Abbey's going to get me 90s. Caught Stealing's going to get me 90s. After The Hunt, I think, after watching that trailer, I think After the Hunt will get me 90s. And In Your Dreams. Yeah. But Paul Stirrett, great choice with weapons. Lovely reviewed film.
Good choice.
That is all for us this week. Let us know what you thought of all the stuff, whether we're talking MCU, DCU, Fallout, Last Ronin, Shrek, or weapons. Get in the comment section. And as I say, we are barreling towards 100 subscribers. If you can get us there, please do. Go hit the subscribe button. We've got plenty more to come. Next week, we'll have another catch-up episode. And then I think the following week will be the beginning of our Peacemaker week-to-week episodic breakdowns. I think. I could be wrong. I need to go and check one of Minnie's wonderful spreadsheets. But there is plenty to come on the podcast. Lots of films coming out, lots of TV shows coming out. We will be there. We will be talking about it. So get involved in the conversation. Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing. All the good stuff. Hit the bell. All that fucking influencer pish. Joseph, where can the lovely people find you and all that you do?
Lovely people can find me at Joseph Boone on both Twitter and Instant Graham. Still need to make a blue sky. Haven't done it because I'm a lazy boy. You can also find me appearing in Lisbon soon, doing a physical theatre show called The Wish Hotel. There's a link somewhere. I'm going to try and post it on my socials, so follow that. Do.
Lovely. And if you want to follow me, I'm at Andalf the Grey, but as I say every week, I don't want your follow. Don't follow me. Get the fuck and follow the With Mates podcast on all social media platforms at With Mates Pod. But most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Latest on the Menji.
It's so weird without Craig and Paul here.
It was a rather peaceful episode.
It was rather peaceful.
I didn't like it.
Yeah. Shall we have just a little bit of anger at the end?
Yeah, say something that Paul would say that would infuriate me.
Avengers are shit.
Fuck you, Paul! Now I feel better.